Okay, we'll call the Board of Works meeting for January 13th to order. Again, this is the first meeting of the new year. Welcome everybody, and hopefully everybody starts a good year. So first item on the agenda will be the organization meeting. So what I would like to do is present to retain the board members that we have on this board, if they're willing to accept. Sure.
I wish you would ask me before now, but I guess I will.
Not too late. Okay. And then also we have the attorney here. We need to retain the attorney, so he's gonna bring that to light.
I have the contract for legal services for 2026. It's the same rate at $225 as it was for last year, and this would cover all the city attorney statutory roles. So would ask for more mayor's approval to sign.
I make a motion.
Motion a second. All in favor? Action carries. I'll sign that. Okay. Let the minutes reflect that members are present. First item on here will be the approval of the minutes, December 9th, 2025. All members had time to review the minutes.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Yes. Second.
And motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Sewer adjustments from December the 9th, 2025 through January 13th.
I make a motion to approve.
Motion approved. Here, a second.
Second.
Have a second. All in favor? Motion carries. Okay. Board members, any old business?
I just have the one appointment that we have for APC.
I'm sorry, I forgot that one. So your recommendation is you want to appoint?
I mean, I would retain Michelle Shelton if Trevor wants to.
Yep, I'm good with that.
Okay, motion from Michelle, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. I'm sure she's willing to serve. She didn't reject when we called for organizational meeting, so it should be good. Okay. Any other old business? Any other business?
No.
Okay, we'll move on. We'll go into, Jeremy.
So I don't have too much, I think for North Dowling, we need to close that project out. I've tried emailing, All-Star Paving. They have finally contacted me today about the, last payout, which is just the retainage. So I'm gonna work that out with them. You guys get that project closed out.
So what was the retainage on that?
I have it around $58,000, I believe is what the retainage is on that.
So what you had? Did you have? So she had some questions on that today,
Okay.
so I'm glad you brought that up.
That was why I have only paid them twice. One was for $9,000.
That was the first one. First
Yes, and then the other one, let me get you the total here, because I don't want to tell you wrong. 226,550.03 was the amount on that, and those are the only two invoices I've ever received. So I just wanted to make sure that we were kosher on that.
There has been 3 applications come through, previously, so I'll send you which one that is that you have not paid.
Perfect,
And then the 4th one will be the,
for the retainage, okay,
and I'll work that out with them to make sure we're all on the same page.
okay, perfect.
Last item I have would be the UV system. Those plans should be getting out for bid, next week or two, Dave, you think?
Yes,
So,
the design is done, and we just need to advertise for bids.
Where is that UV system?
I need to call, it was supposed to be delivered in December, so I need to call, I'll follow up on that.
I tell you what, we got about 4 months to wait. We'll have to get involved with it.
yeah,
So at your next meeting at the latest, we'll have the bids in for the UV installation. We can go ahead and work that, let's get that later.
and that's all I have, Dave, I don't know.
So I got a couple things here. I guess it's got Heritage
Mhm.
invoices on them. I mean, I need to explain this because the assistant here quizzed me this morning and I had no answer, so I need to bring this up to you if you want to look at these to see
Yeah.
what these are actually for. I don't know if one of them might have been from Dave, but that's from her.
Did she give you this one as well? Cause this was in Chris's.
What's that going to? The planning commission?
CCMG roadway assessment to.
Oh, yes, we completed the yearly assessment for that, to be able to apply for CCMG grant.
Gotcha, okay. I'll write that down and give that to Jesse.
Yeah, and this was just, this North Dowling, sorry, I'll let you finish.
Nope, you're good.
This North Dowling was just for that roadway edging and those exhibits and cost estimates that we completed. There's a note for it right here, December work. and-
Oh, right,
So-
you.
Yeah, we'll give these.
And then this is just DSDC work for the Austin Solar Field, which closing up, that's for the punch list that we created and the site visit, as well as Dave's been working on.
Is this
Yeah,
for solar?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
not for the Dowling, we thought it said that. Did you think it was for Dowling?
This is Jesse, so I'll make it clear to her
Are
that,
you
so she's
endorsing that in
aware.
General,
No,
solar should be separate.
Yeah, it is.
Solar, solar.
No,
the
no,
other
no,
one
no,
was
no.
North
This was,
Dowling.
yeah, this was Dowling and so was the other one.
and there's
And then
a,
this one is,
this is for creating the, edging cost estimates and exhibits
Okay,
that,
so I
so,
think we have a solution
yep.
to pay for whatever we decide to do on this as well, because we.
On the solar
We
project,
know where we can pay it out of now.
on the solar project, the thing I was gonna bring up is that I've been struggling with rural development to get them to process the pay request from PSG.
Yes.
And that has been a true and complete
yeah,
nightmare, with the government shutdown didn't help, and then didn't get back up to speed, and I spent a lot of time yesterday, and I think I got Charlene lined up. I finally we had a team meeting and went through all the numbers, and the best of my knowledge and belief, I think I've got it worked out with him. I think we all agree and understand. She has to get her new boss to sign off on it, and then hopefully we can get PSG paid.
okay, cause I know we have two out, one
Yeah,
for
yeah.
PSG and one for Electric Plus.
Yeah, and Electric Plus one, I was working primarily on the PSG.
PSG,
There's
okay.
two for PSG, it's pay out 4 and 5. And is there one hanging for Electric Plus as well? Well,
It has been submitted.
okay. Well, I haven't got any,
Pushback on that.
yeah, that has been straightforward, because
Okay,
they've already paid a few, so that should be in the mill and working. I will follow back up with her, make sure there's not an issue that I'm unaware of. 'Cause a lot of times there'll be an issue and then it won't come to my attention, So I'll make sure that there's no issue with that, but there's none to my knowledge. Now,
Okay.
with PSG, there was a lot of issues and I think we worked through them all.
Okay.
So hopefully that's done, so. And if not, I'll just be on some more. That's the way RD works.
Okay, anything else?
I don't.
The only other thing I had was that, Chris O'Neill had did some research on the pH for the waste stream coming out of Austin, or coming out of Pepsi. And we believe that what needs to be done is we need to get the pretreatment limit for pH raised to, a couple of points. I think right now it's between 4 and 10 is what as their permit reads. And I think we need to raise that to between 6 and 10 because the fittings on that line are only rated for a pH of down to about 5.5, And since we put the new pH probe in and monitor it, the pH averages between 4.1 and, well, it probably averages higher than that. The low is around 4.1 and probably averages around 5. Or correct me if I'm wrong. John.
We're averaging out around 4.8.
4.8, okay. And so we feel like that in order to protect that fittings and all that downstream, that we need to get that raised to 6. And I don't know what kind of action Congress that'll take, because all that's, basically done through IDEM. IDEM is the one that sets limits in the state of Indiana and does all that, you know, so, I need to go back through IDM and get that changed. You know?
Something you have somebody look at that system and something else, you had to be done out there.
SCADA. Yeah, we need to update the SCADA system.
Did you get a price on that?
No, not yet.
So that won't work, what we got,
Well, he says it's outdated.
outdated?
Or SCADA system's outdated.
It's about 20-some years old.
It's 20-some years old, it's old. Yeah,
I'm
he says
sorry,
it's
John, what's that called?
SCADA,
SCADA?
yeah.
SCADA,
Thank you.
Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition.
Okay,
Yeah.
If
thank
really-
you.
If you really want to know.
thank you. Got it.
So what-
So, I mean, you talking about replacing all the cards you use, or is he talking about all the pump stations, or,
Yeah,
yeah?
mhm.
So, is it just a software upgrade, or is it a hardware upgrade?
No, this is the software upgrade.
Software upgrade,
Yeah.
that's better, yeah,
That's a lot better.
yeah, that's not as painful, you know.
Let's see if you can get us some prices for the next meeting and see where we're at.
Okay.
As long as you're not doing the hardware upgrade, I mean, I would, you know, probably the software upgrade would be the best option for you.
Yeah.
at this point, you know.
Okay.
Probably, you need to price it out, you know, if you need any help on that, let me know. Okay. Or if you don't feel like you're getting the right price, you know, let me know, or let me know what it is, and I'll give you an opinion.
So I got, the question I got, did you get a price up here on the stormwater on the highway?
US 31,
Yes.
we had some, did we ever?
We have estimates of what it was before, we don't have a price. I don't know if I created a cost estimate for the whole replacement. I can come
Well,
up
I think at this point, we'll probably have to do it piece by piece instead of.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way,
Yeah, it's gonna cost.
without the stormwater,
I think the last time we done one was about 25 to 30,000, wasn't it?
it might have been, that would,
Seemed like between 30 and 50. but
yeah, I think it was
we had
like 50.
to do like two big sections.
We had a lot of it was in that pavement, you know, as I recall.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
that
just
last
on Morgan Field, and that was part of the problem, we had to have granular backfill and all that.
Yeah.
garbage, 'cause it was-
Now, it won't be as bad up that way, but
No.
it's still.
So, do you wanna look at some point repairs on that,
Yes,
Mayor?
so how many you think,
I'm thinking 2 or 3 spots right now that may need it. But, I mean, you know, we could start out one.
well, we just can't let it go, we gotta fix it.
No, I mean, this is a problem, I just was wondering about the funds, if we got the funds to do that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm, you know.
We can just get some prices first.
Yeah, we get
It'll
pricing,
be-
that's not a problem, yeah. You can have that for
Yeah,
your,
with that.
have that at your next board meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Another thing I know that I know we approved the skid steer, so we need to declare the old skid steer excess. There's nothing old on that old skid steer, 20-plus-year-old, so, we need to
You
clear
don't plan
something.
on keeping it as a backup or anything?
We had some prices to try to sell it online.
It was, $7,000.
It needs a new engine, so.
Oh, okay.
it's pretty much shot.
Unless you wanna buy it.
No,
Okay.
I'll make a motion, make it excess.
Okay.
Second.
While you're discussing that, Chris asked me to have his old laptop declared as excess.
We'll do that separate. I think we have some others too that declare.
I got some stuff, but I'm gonna wait till I get it all entered in, so I can get.
I have no leverage and stuff.
I mean, he's got one, we got a couple that we gotta declare excess, so let's do the skid steer first.
They did.
We did, we got
Yeah.
skid steer done.
Yeah.
And I'll motion both the laptops, Chris's and
Okay.
Tyler's.
Second.
Okay, motion and second is approved. Then you got some that you're gonna do later.
I'll do it probably next month, once I get everything typed in, get to the end of this year.
Okay. Okay, we'll move on. Any questions for Heritage or Dave?
I don't know if you brought up timeline on the UV. Do you think it'll still be done by the time we need it this year?
I'm concerned about that.
Yeah, it's getting close now.
Yeah, it's getting really close, and we don't have the UV system yet, so.
When do we need it? April?
April 1,
Yeah.
it's go day, you know, so.
So it should be. It's been in the works for over a year.
Yeah,
2
yeah, I mean,
years.
we bid that thing, I don't know, a year ago.
I think we're already paying on it.
Yeah, we're paying on that.
Yeah, we're.
Yeah, you're making payments.
Who did we get that from?
In Aqua, and it's, American Pump and Supply, you know.
Are they out of,
I think they're out of a little bit north of here.
Yeah.
So
Is
if
it
you
the
got,
lady that we ordered it from?
There's a guy that I deal with there. I'll get you his name.
so if you guys can find out. I
I need to run that
don't wanna
down.
wait till next meeting.
I apologize, I
Live
didn't-
fire, we need to know before that.
No, I'll find out here when I leave this meeting, though.
And then as soon as you can, let's get the quote of the bids out to install it.
Yep.
Get that thing, we gotta have it up and running, got to. You know,
Run that
reorder, we ain't got no choice.
James Parks is the guy that runs it. It's American Pumping Repair Service Incorporated,
Yeah.
and I don't have their address.
And you say it's supposed to have been delivered in December.
Yeah, I was doing December,
I'll call.
Okay,
I got your number.
okay.
I got your number, I'll call.
yeah. So we need to find out.
Any board members, any questions for Heritage or Dave? You guys, any questions for them? Move right along. Any other old business? Okay, we're going to new business, got a new business, Trevor?
Nope.
Joe? I don't have anything, so we'll just go jumping into the department head, go ahead, Shane.
I don't have a lot of just, we've got all the Christmas lights down, stored. That was had a lot of good comments about the Christmas lights this year and, really look good, but we've got everything down, cleaned up, stored. Trash is going good. Everybody's, haven't had the red tag, maybe 3 or 4 different places on it, so perfect. Trash is going really good. And, the only other thing I have is I've got 2 projects I'd like to work on this spring. I got culverts, 2 culverts I need under some streets. And, pretty good, not real big projects, but, we've got to get them replaced this year. And, I didn't know if I had to go through Dave, if I need to get, pricing or what, but I know we've talked about Boo Road before, Dave, up there,
Yeah,
goes under Boo Road.
right.
Gotta get that. We got 3 old culverts that run underneath there, and that's a major waterway. County's cleaned the ditch out on the opposite side and all the way down the railroad track, so we got the water flowing out real good if we can just get it across Boo Road quicker, you know.
Right.
We've got everything ready to go, but, pretty sure we can spend restricted, NVH restricted money on that. I know in the past they told me we could, but
So where's the second culvert
Boatman Road, we got probably look like maybe a 24-inch goes across Boatman. It actually comes from the interstate, across the interstate there by 5C Auto, but I've got, you know, it's over there on Boatman, it's caving in and it's making a big slope in the road there, and it's causing some issues, but it needs to be replaced.
And when you fix that, it'll keep Butman from flooding now?
No, it'll add more water to it. Yeah. No, that won't help that any, but,
Only God's in charge of that.
yeah.
God and the beavers.
But I really do need to get those fixed this year, I mean, one way or the other, so.
We can create some cost estimates to see what it takes to get those replaced.
The only other thing with that, I know I approached Chris and Shane that, we're gonna have to start looking for a bucket truck. To do some stuff because we don't have no bucket truck on these poles and we had to borrow one, so.
Yeah.
And I talked to Chris and he's after the year we start looking, so I like,
What are we doing on the poles?
well, we have to get up those electrical outlets and things that we can't reach them.
Banners, change the
Banners.
banners.
Okay.
We can't use,
Lot of different.
we don't be using a ladder in the back of a pickup truck.
No.
And we don't have to buy a new one, we buy at least a used one.
Yeah.
Smaller amounts, but Chris is aware of that and he's in agreement to that as well, so.
A lot of cities use those motorized lifts too.
Yeah, that,
You know.
yeah. But we've got a lot like at the park now, since we got the splash pad, I gotta get up and, you know, winterize. It's got
The bucket thing.
Yeah, so I use it, I'll need it up there a lot too.
Most cities use
Once the
that.
board commission got to start looking for something.
That or motorized van lift, you know, or person lift.
But I can start looking into that, maybe get some prices down the road and get, you know,
Okay.
yeah, that's all I have.
Tyler.
Ordinance wise, new year, so resetting everything, starting with the warnings and brake tags. Also be up here in the next few months, warm weather coming in, springtime. Building wise, core code there on Church Street, you see structures are going up. I think there's 5 of them, Chase Murphy's, so they're in the process of getting along there, coming up. Still have, everything is ready to go as far as the dumping down here in the corner. Still haven't broke ground yet, hoping also you haven't heard anything, assuming warm weather again also, they'll start that process. But as far as everything is approved, ready to go, move forward with the county and all that stuff, drainage permits.
They get the training
Got
from the
their,
state.
got their state drainage permit, all that, so again, everything's ready to break ground, just whenever that happens, assuming warm weather. Then still, waiting on some permits there for Audrey, for some houses, submitted for some, applications for some houses to go up there. Should be up, I'm assuming, next week or so. I'm gonna start that process of starting some new builds over there on Audrey. Then, other than that, that's all I got.
So what about an update on the, open for the trailer park? If you-
He met with, people in Hanover, did not hear back from how that meeting went, that was Friday. So I didn't hear from him, I can reach out to see kind of where we're at.
If you would reach out to him, see where we're at.
Again, I know when you told me they kind of negotiated price wise, it was for here and the one in Hanover. I think they're working on some kinks as far as what's going on in Hanover, but hopefully everything goes well there, and if that happens, that area will be cleaned up, it'll be really nice.
Any questions for Tyler? Move right along. John?
Okay, hey, we got the pH probe in number 8, and it's working. The vault can be here in 2 weeks, he said. And, we pulled a couple pumps, and, we put 2 new taps in. We fixed the sewer on 5th Street, been cleaning the plant, and everything looks good over there. We've been running the press 3 days a week.
Not asking for anything.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I kind of like to buy an extra pump for number 3 lift station, and I do believe we need one because we get a lot of flow over there. And I did have a pump rebuilt, and I thought it would fit that one, but it's a little bit too big for that one. So I would like to buy an extra pump for number 3 lift station.
Approximate cost?
I'd say probably 16.
100.
Check, we're in 2026.
So the pump for each lift station is just a little bit different to where you couldn't.
Size.
What it is that's got a lot of flow coming to it.
Yeah.
And we ain't got an extra pump for it, and if it started raining, we would be in a world of hurt.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's close to the pond.
So don't we have a lot of old pumps sitting around over there we can dispose of, or? I mean, I
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
wanna
if
see it.
they're not,
I had one rebuilt, that was the only one I could have rebuilt, the rest of them are them great big ones
yeah,
that came out of one.
probably trash, is what they are. I mean, do they even work?
No.
No, I wouldn't think they would,
No.
So I mean, just declare them a
Now,
surplus.
Todd, you know about them pumps, what about them pumps on the back?
Some of them didn't match up like voltage wise too. It's
Yes.
like, but I think there was a spare in there, other than upgraded. I have to look at them and see. Cause I think we did have a spare for 3, but I think you had to end up using that because it went down or something.
Yeah.
So
We
is
used
it-
to
are
keep a
those,
spare for 3.
are those marketable? Is there any value to them? The ones that's over there?
I don't
Are
think
those
so.
scrap?
They're probably 30 years old, a lot of them were.
They're old.
Yeah, those old ones, I don't think there's any real market for them. I mean, you could try, but if they don't run, they don't turn. I mean, nobody's gonna spend what it would take to rebuild one on a 20, 30-year-old pump, a sewage pump.
In my opinion, anything that's not usable that we need to get rid of it.
Get rid of
So
it.
let's-
I mean, that's what I would say.
So that's
Myself,
scrap.
I would just say the sound scrap to me, if they're the old ones, those old big ones.
They're all sitting around over there. It's.
Came out of one, there's no, they're not gonna regenerate. That's been tried. It doesn't work.
Try to salvage what you can and just,
Yeah, check them and make sure that they're, you know, that you got no use for them, you know, they're not rebuildable or anything, that they're not.
Yeah.
So how many do you think we got? There's several over.
We got probably, I'd say 7 or 8.
I was thinking 8 of them. anyway.
Probably. I used one, I got one rebuilt. That's for 4 and, I think 2, it'll fit 4 too.
Let's do this. What you think you might be able to salvage or use is pull it to the side and we'll declare the rest of them excess and move them, get rid of the scrap. Good with that?
Mm-hmm.
You got a spare for 8, don't you?
Huh?
You got a spare for 8, don't you?
Yeah, got a spare for 8. I got, 2 little pumps that we had in 11 way back when I worked there the first time, and they ain't nothing wrong with them with white pumps, so I just put them in the garage over there.
Yeah.
And then I got 1 extra pump, but I need one for number 3. I do. I need an extra pump for number 3.
So we need a motion,
Yeah.
spend up to 16, how you wanna say it?
Hey, I'll tell the guy, hey, I won't spend this much, you know.
I wouldn't tell him that. You might get it for 12. You get it. If you're gonna pay 16.
I ain't gonna tell him much.
Yeah.
Not until you get the price for
Find
17.
out. Find out.
That's about 16.
Yeah. But I'll order one. Yeah.
We'll get you one for that. You tell him that. Make a motion to get a pump for number 3.
Second.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
And then declare the other ones excess, the old pumps that's not usable.
Yep.
Yeah, motion.
Second.
All in favor, good. So we're doing some, get stuff done over there. Appreciate it. Any more questions for John? Chief?
All righty, year-end numbers for the department, we answered 6,936 calls to service, 216 arrests, 155 citations, 98 warnings, 65 accident reports, and 513 reports were taken. Give you a rundown, the reserve hours for last year was 2,508.25, at the rate of $25.15 per patrolman, that saved the city $63,082.49. ATOS and Officer College completed their handler's course, so they're now on the road. New evidence and asset software is installed. We just got to wait on data entry, pulling everything over to it. I want to thank Morgan's Foods. They donated a 75-inch TV and barcode system for our training room. Their IT guys came over, they put it in, it's all at the police department. Like I said, they wouldn't tell me what they spent on it, but whenever I looked up the new system with TV and everything, it's around $35,000 to $4,000 worth of equipment. So I want to thank those guys, I'm going to send them a letter. The new Durango's picked up last month, it's down, getting lights, I think the only thing he's waiting on is the console. Once we get that back, we'll surplus one of the old cars and sell it. And then the mayor, I talked to the mayor, Chris was out today. Want to do some renovations to the police department. That carpet up there is probably the original carpet from the original build. And just like a lot of foot traffic with guys coming in, it needs to be replaced. The walls haven't been painted probably since it was built. So I got one quote now from Ed King. It's for $9,060. That's for labor. We'll buy the flooring, we'll buy the paint, and then they'll come up there, tear the whole carpet out, replace the flooring, and paint all the walls and ceilings of the common areas, with the kitchen, training room, officer's room, both bathrooms. So, pretty big job. So.
This has already been discussed. Chris and I discussed it with the chief. And, just, you have to determine where to pull it out of, pay it out of, but it needs to be done. It's been needed for quite some time. But I went up there and met with him yesterday, looked at it. It's a lot larger than what I thought it was, even for it to be painted, so. That's who we used to do this in here. Ed put all this in here in the flooring.
And that quote floor and the paint
That's for the labor.
for the labor.
So basically, it's to remove carpet, remove the old carpet, paint ceilings and walls, install, and then keep quoted around. 1652 square foot of laminate flooring in both bathrooms and then install transitions. I don't know if you've ever been in the police department, when you walk in, basically you got the kitchen, that open training room area. It has a reserve area back and it has officers where they have their computers and do all the reports. So it's basically, I'd say 3/4 of the length of the building. And it's all open, so.
I'll entertain a motion to approve that if we can get funding out of park treasure.
Motion.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor? Motion carries. Update on your dog, anything?
I told you.
Last week?
I told you, Atos and Officer Hodge completed their handler's course and are working.
Okay,
They completed last month, so.
how's he doing?
Doing good.
How many times we had to use him?
I think that, I don't have those numbers, I have to look it up. I mean, he's probably, I think they finished up around Christmas time, so,
I hope that-
I mean, it just depends on, weather, snow. I know they rain, I don't have that number.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Anything else? Todd?
They don't have much, got all the reports in, I think, for 2025. Meeting all of our limits over there, everything looks good. No, the office looks good, how many you guys painted, I noticed that.
Thank you, bud. Appreciate that. Good thing.
Yeah.
Easy. I didn't go to TV. I'm about to say, we're about to. Got a big job for you, don't you?
That is a big job, but
That's what you said about it. I got arthritis, I need rest.
okay. About anything else? Entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion.
Second.
Motion carries.
Yes, I know.